Good morning, Broken Head Radio listeners. Do I have some news for you today? I have a personal topic that we're going to be focusing on today, which is my favorite game system of all time, which is the Nintendo Switch, hands down. I've owned PS4s, I've owned Xbox Ones, but I've yet to get as much thrill and as much comfort gaming as I do with the Nintendo Switch. I know it sounds kind of funny to say comfort, but it's a very comforting feeling knowing I don't have to ever stop what I'm doing to go somewhere. I can just pick it up out of the dock and take it with me. So, let's dive right into this. And the reason I'm doing this edition today is because there was a stealth drop of a Nintendo Direct Mini today. As most of you know, there has not been a Nintendo Direct, an official Nintendo Direct, in almost 200 days. So it's pretty exciting. I got to wake up and I got to see a new Nintendo Direct sitting there on my playlist just waiting to be watched. And it was the first thing I did before my eyes could even completely open. And it's exciting. It's very exciting. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of YouTube videos going up today featuring all the new games that are going to be coming out. And I kind of want to do the same. I want to at least highlight the ones that excited me the most out of this Direct. And why they kind of excite me, I guess. What's funny is, I mean, I haven't played any of these games. Nobody's played any of these games because they're new. But their predecessors, I haven't played also, which is kind of cool. The first one that hit the screen was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, and I've never played any of the Xenoblades, and I gotta tell you, the trailer made me want to go out and grab this Definitive Edition. The graphics on it were fantastic. A lot of people say that the Switch can't push graphics, but I believe there's a lot more to games than graphics, but when you can get the gameplay and the graphics to mesh so seamlessly, like the Switch has done with so many of their ports of older games coming to the system. They've adapted them just so well to the controls and the gyros, and just, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm really excited to get this game and give it a go. And I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that are going to have some bad things to say of it and good things to say about it. So, please, give me your input. I'm going to move on to the next game that I'm pretty excited about, which you guys are probably going to laugh at me, but it's Borderlands. I've never played Borderlands. It's been out on a lot of consoles since it's been released. It's been out on PC. I've never been behind the controller while that game's been on. I've never experienced it. It looks awesome. I've heard about it, but I've had so many things in my backlog for a long time, apparently a long time, because I have yet to play Borderlands. So that's another exciting thing that I'm ready to take an adventure on. And I know there's going to be yelling and screaming and dying, and that's the fun of it. So I can't wait for Borderlands to come to the Nintendo Switch. And unfortunately I'm going to have to, but it's going to be a great day when it does. I'm going to download it and get it checked out, and I'll give you guys my take on it and what I thought of the game. I know you guys probably have millions of reviews on it by now, but this will be on the Nintendo Switch, which it's never been before. So, moving right along to the next game on my list. I wasn't excited about this at all. I played one on the DS, and that's Animal Crossing. The new Animal Crossing dropped on the Nintendo Switch. I believe it was the 20th of this month, and it's been the talk and the craze going around. They've already broken sales records in Japan, overtaking Pokemon's Sword and Shield records. Unbelievable. In a matter of days. It was ridiculous. But they have a new They they have a new thing that they're bringing to the Animal Crossing, which is the Bunny Day. So every year around Easter, they're going to be doing a Bunny Day and an Easter egg hunt and a special crafting abilities that you would only get during those times. So that's pretty exciting. Knowing that they're going to be adding stuff like that, I hope they're going to have Christmas stuff, which I'm sure they will, and all your other holiday stuff. I wasn't too interested in getting this game, but knowing that they're going to be doing the updates and it's got a year-round cycle that is kind of like a never-ending thing intrigues me. I like games that don't end, that you're not in a rush to figure out what's at the end of it, because there isn't one. It's just a matter of the joy it brings to you and the amount of time you can get out of it. And those games really excite me. So, Animal Crossing is added to my list. I'm gonna pick it up as soon as I can. I do want to get a physical of it. I'm becoming a physical junkie. I have plenty of downloaded games, but in times of need and when you don't have internet, and if we didn't have internet right now, I don't know what we'd be doing in my house, because that's what's keeping everybody sane, is being able to get our information when we need to get it, and being able to go online and communicate with our family and be able to put our stuff out there also to help people, like this podcast that I'm doing now. It's kind of scary to know that if the entire internet infrastructure were to go down, I don't know what would happen. It's never happened, so there's no way to really predict that. But that's a little off topic. Let's get back into the game topic. There's another game that I guess there's a number 1 to it, because this is a sequel called Bravely Default 2. I can't say that I've heard of Bravely Default. I'm just getting into turn-based RPGs myself. I haven't played any in a long time. Actually, the last one I think I played was on the PlayStation 1, and it was, I think it was Final Fantasy VII. And just recently, I downloaded the Final Fantasy IX for Switch, and that kind of got me back into the turn-based stuff, which I've been out of for so long. And it really brought back some nostalgia and a lot of my beginning days of gaming. That's kind of what I was into. And the Bravely Default series looks awesome. There's some battle mechanics that I haven't really seen in other RPGs that I'm excited to try out. I think I'm going to go into the eShop later today and pick up the Bravely Default 1 if it is available on Switch, so I can start the series and kind of get the story going, so when number 2 drops, I can pick that up and continue. It looks like a very story-driven game, and the battle mechanics, like I said before, are very intriguing, and I want to give that one a shot. So that one is also added to my list. So just this morning, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 games that are added to my list. Man, my wallet's going to be hating me. Alright, well, let's move on. There's one I did see that is a free-to-play game. Good way to change my wallet's feelings. It's called Ninjala, which you are this ninja, and it's a free-to-play, like, arena battle. And you get, depending on how many hits you get, is the points you end up with, and the person with the most points at the end of the round wins the round. So it's kind of like a battle royale with no guns. You just are smacking each other. Actually, it looked like there was guns. I retract my previous statement. But yes, it's a battle royale. Little mini ninjas beating the crap out of each other for free online. How could you say no to that? I mean, that blows me away that they're making... I was totally prepared to almost pay $30 for that game when I was watching. I was like, that is something that I would have fun with. Playing with my kids. You know, everybody gets a controller. If you can beat Dad, then Dad has to do the dishes tonight, you know? Kind of turn the chores into a gamble. Like, you may or may not have to do your chores tonight, depending on how much you've practiced. So, I'm really excited for that game. I'm even more excited that it's free to play. Love those games. There's quite a few of them on the Nintendo Switch. And we will get into that on a different topic. We'll go into free-to-plays. We will make that another topic for another cast on another day. But I do have a list of them that I would like to go through with you guys. And the last on my excitement Nintendo Switch list of games coming out, this one I was blown away that we didn't already have one on the platform. I don't know, I just don't understand how this game has not been brought to newer platforms or reimagined or remade. And that is the Burnout Paradise. That game was a huge game changer when it came. I used to play that game all the time. I can't remember a console I didn't have it on. And it is now coming to the Nintendo Switch, so there's going to be a nostalgia fix when that thing hits the market. Going to be downloading that as soon as it's available. And we're going to be doing some 3D game race bash racing. Because racing games used to be my all-time favorite. And unfortunately, there's not very many simulation racing games or even decent arcade games. There is a handful. I'm not saying there's not any. There is a handful of simulation racing games, and Grid being one of them, which I haven't had a chance to get. I have it for PC. I have Grid Autosport for PC, which phenomenal game. And I would love to get it on the Switch, but the only thing that's stopping me is the lack of analog triggers on the Switch. I would have to go out and get a GameCube controller and a GameCube controller adapter, unless I wanted to get one of the USB like fight pads. That's a GameCube controller for like Smash, to be able to play these games properly, because I don't want to be either no throttle or full throttle. I want to be able to have that ability to manage my throttle curve through turns. And that's kind of what's been really stopping me from getting Grid, is not having analog triggers on the Switch to be able to do so. I do have a few racing games on there, and the arcade it's not as bad not having the fine-tuned control of your brake and throttle. It's more apparent of needing that in a simulation game, because you can bash through people in front of you in arcade racers, and then a lot of the arcade racers have that rubber band effect, so if you are bashing through people and you wreck, eventually you're going to catch back up to them towards the end of the race, because that's just how the games are designed to keep you wanting to come back. So, yeah, Burnout Paradise on Nintendo Switch. That's gonna be a fun time. I know a couple of people that are gonna want to play that with me. So there's gonna be some race outs going down on Burnout Paradise. Well, that is the last game on my list of new Switch games that I'm gonna be getting since the Nintendo Direct dropped this morning. I'm super excited about this. I'm so glad that there's some news to look forward to, and games and dates to look forward to on the Nintendo Switch, because the future was looking bleak. It was dry. I mean, there was a couple of things that were listed last year at the Game Awards that were going to be released this year, but that was all we really had to look forward to. And now we have quite a bit to look forward to. There was quite a few titles I did not list, just because they weren't in my wheelhouse, or I was writing these ones down and I missed it. So, if there are some that you think need honorable mentions, and any of your guys' opinions on any of these games, on this topic for that matter, please leave your opinions and comments down below. I love talking to you guys, and I love being here for you guys. This is Stan the Man at Broken Head Radio, and this is Stan